Alright, guys, so we're back yet again, and we're going to be doing another first thoughts on another show that I was unsure if I was going to even talk about or uh, even bring up at some point. And what I'm going to bring up right now is I'm only a few episodes in for the Righteous Gemstones. The well, I would say so-called brand new Netflix TV show. Apparently, it's ending this year, starting 2019. Uh, very long list of different actors. Of course, John Goodman's in here. We got Walton Goggins in here. We got Dan McBride in here, who apparently created it and also one of the writers as well. And the way this story is, from everything I'm gathering, is the Gemstones is just a very big of preachers and churchgoers, and they are not as they seem. They are very they are trying to find the right word. I don't want to say scumbags because yeah, they are scumbags, but I want to say to the point of they try to be um like holier than thou, I guess you say, and I guess they kind of make fun of churchgoers with this show because again, I've met many churchgoers that claim to be a certain way towards individuals, and then they come across another way. Now, again, I know not everyone's like that, but I met my fair share. Now, the entirety of this show is based around the character of Dan McBride, his sister, and his brother, that they are following the footsteps of their father. Of course, Dr. Eli, who's played by John Goodman, who he lost his wife and his kids are grown. They are in the church. The daughter is going to be getting married soon. The brothers, one brother is doing whatever. The other one has kids in the family. One of his kids went to go do whatever in Hollywood. He was against it, obviously, and then he, got in some trouble where he was getting blackmailed. And so far, from what I'm seeing, from what I always put together before the episode even aired, was I was already assuming it was going to be his son, and I was correct. It was his son, and I'm still going through that right now. Now, I'm just going to say this as of right now, and anyone can agree or disagree with me right now. I'm not a fan of Dan McBride. I'm not. Anything I've seen him in, he is just a buffoon. He's just a buffoon. He is a how do I say it? He's not only a buffoon, but he's a jackass, and I'm just not a fan of him. Anything I've seen him in, it just I don't know if that's just the way he is, the way he writes, the way he comes across in characters. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of him. I don't like him as an actor. I don't like his character. The one that played the sister, I recognize her from Vice Principal. She just is very annoying as of right now. The one that's playing Calvin, he just seems to be kind of a punk. Like he's, I already kind of got some more ideas about him. What may happen with his character, and obviously one of the main ones that I've been seeing on social media is Walton Goggins' character, aka Baby Billy. Freeman, who is the brother-in-law to John Goodman's character, and he comes across to be very much of a smart ass, kind of a scumbag as well, but he's actually very funny. Again, I am fans of John Goodman. I am fans of Walton Goggins. I am fans of these actors. I am just not a fan of Dane McBride. I am not a fan of Edie Patterson because, again, I just don't see them being very good actors. That's just, again, my opinion. But I'm still going to give the show a shot. A lot of it, I just kind of want to look at it and go, not for me, or I just really don't care. And some of the stuff I just kind of ignore. If I see something, I laugh. If I don't, I just wait till the next scene and I'm going on about my business. And it's just one of those things in this show that I think that whether you like these characters or not, and whether you like the show or not, you're going to stick with it or not. But again, I'm going to stick with the show as long as I can. And I'm going to give my opinion, whether anyone likes it or not. Again, it's an opinion. I know this show is very beloved right now for a multitude of reasons, and that's fine. But again, I can have an opinion on this, and like I said, I'm not a fan of some of these actors, and I'm not a fan of some of these characters. But because right now, the only two characters that really don't bother me is between John Goodman's character and Walton Goggins' character. I don't have a problem with them. I think the way that they're portraying these characters is actually very funny, very interesting, and they don't come across as giant douches like the rest of these characters do. And I don't know if that's obviously the way the writing's supposed to go, or just my own personal opinion or whatever it may be. But obviously, right now, that is my first impressions of this show. This is my first thoughts on this show. Again, you guys can agree or disagree with me. That's perfectly fine. But what do you think about this show thus far? And am I just, jumping the gun too much or whatever? But also be respectful in the comments. Like I said, I'm not trying to go across attack anyone directly. Again, I am just giving my thoughts on this show and these people. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you as always on the next one.